Hello, Andy. Last weekend the first team lost, but we did score 3 tries, which was good to see.
Yeah, I mean we've been struggling in late to find the try line, despite what might be happening at the other end or not happening if we put in a good performance. But the big thing is we've just not been in a position of scoring tries. Sean bobbed over for one against Newton Abbott, but that's been the first one in a long time. So to score 3 tries was nice, and I was a bit disappointed with the way we performed in the first half. We just didn't feel that we were competing. It was almost we were frightened to get hold of the ball in case we had to do something with it. And in the second half, we managed to get our hands on it, start to go forward, and create 3 tries. And Sean's was a particularly good one. He took a good line in there, and
He enjoyed it as well.
yeah. Well, the camera obviously shows all of that for those that have seen the pictures on the website.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Cleal sort of making his debut off the bench, seems to be in the right place at the right time to score. And then Joe Wood playing his first game, certainly this season at scrum half, squirmed over from close in. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. And when you look at all the changes we had to make in the team, Brian made his obligatory sort of appearance for the first team. And to be fair, he did really well to go the whole game. In fact, the front row did pretty well. For the first time this season, we've held our own in our own scrum and got a right shoulder. And for those that know the significance of that, it means that our number 8 can pick up and attack where their scrum half isn't. And that's exactly what Pricey did in the first half. And then we moved Charlie Frost there in the second half. So it did mean we had some attacking ploys. And I'm glad that we took them and scored tries. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So are you less worried this week about managing to get 3 teams out? How's that shaping up?
Yeah, well, we have got 3 sides out this week, unless not tap fate, something happens disastrous at training. It was disappointing the last 2 weeks when we couldn't get that third team out, or not the third team, but a third team out, and obviously cancel the Stags fixture. Last week was always a free weekend, so it was always going to be a bit difficult. People are back from skiing, people aren't at Twickenham watching England, injuries have resolved, people aren't working, so we're in a position where we're quite comfortable that we'll put 3 sides out. Stags are now so the league season for them has finished. They finished 6th in that league out of 9, and then the league have now organised a sort of 3 mini leagues to go into a cup competition. So they're in a mini league with Basingstoke, who they'll play on Saturday, and then Totonians at home the week after. And the winner of that mini league will go into another mini league with the winners of the other 2 leagues. So I would imagine that Saturday's game will be the difficult one. Totonians finished 9th, Basingstoke finished 3rd. So that will be the tough one away at Basingstoke. And then the A's are at Wallingford. And they're a little bit concerned. Wallingford didn't come down here earlier on this season, but all's been confirmed, so that's good. And then, of course, the first team are at home against Chippenham. Haven't been at home for a long time. Bournemouth at home some weeks ago. They didn't play at home at all in February. So hopefully, big crowd back. It was nice. The number of people we had against Bournemouth, they were there cheering the boys on, and you can't get away from it. We've played better at home than we have away. I know we've lost every game, but the games we've played at home, I think everybody just feels a bit more comfortable with the surroundings, and you can't get away from the fact that having people supporting you helps as well.
For sure. In terms of talking of support, the Colts have got a home cup match on Sunday, so it'd be good to get lots of people down to watch that one.
Yeah, well, we talked about that a week or 2 ago when they beat Western Supermare in the last round. Each successive round will bring more difficult opponents. Dursley, I think, who are probably from Gloucester, and you can never read really into what their Colts teams are like or their junior sides are like just because their side doesn't appear on the higher echelons of the English league system. So you should never take anything for granted, and really the only thing you can take for granted is the fact that they're coming from the Gloucester area, so it's probably they're probably a tough side. But they played well in the last round, and if people can get down to watch, I'm sure they will be rewarded with yet another entertaining game of rugby. So we hope that they do well. In the 17s are in their cup competition now, and this is really what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. In Colts rugby, under 17s and under 19s, is that there is this opportunity to play in a national competition, and it's good for us to try and encourage the boys to come along, train, be here every week, so that we can have good runs in these cup competitions. The under 17s have done well in their league, which has given them a big seeding or a high seeding into that, because that's how the national 17s goes. There are 4 separate competitions, and the under 17s are in the top competition because they've done so well in this area. So we've achieved the first goal. We've got them into prime position. Now it's up to them to take on these extra sort of challenges, and that's how they will improve as players, because you need to play against tougher sides. So we look forward to them having a good run. We've never really done I suppose the Colts that got through to the semi-final last year when they were under 17s. I was coaching them, and they got to the final of the Southwest, losing to Exeter by a single score, if I remember rightly. But the under 17s sort of competition, we just struggle a little bit. In the Colts, the under 19s, we've done a lot better over in recent years. So maybe this is the year they can show us what they can do.
Okay, let's hope so. Thanks, Andy.